Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, online. I came here to show you then the first product of the seeds that I got from my preferred supermarket. Starting with a question to you first. How was it to grow your own vegetable? Have you tried? I see some smiles here and there. How did it go? Well, the smile kind of disappeared. Well, okay, no shame, no shame. I'm gonna just share my experience here. It started well. I was really well equipped. See those nice sprouts? And I started dreaming about the beautiful plate of nutritious vegetable that I would use then to cook my soup. Do you relate? What happened in between my beautiful sprout and my dream? Well, it didn't really work well. Well, you're laughing. Yeah, it didn't work well. It was really a disaster. So I started blaming the weather. It was too warm sometimes, too cold, and really, those nasty snails, do you know them? They just ate all the sprouts from one night to another, nothing. And there goes my dream. So, out of frustration, I still started to be a little bit curious. Yeah, true, you will tell me, yeah, Anoma, you're not good at it. But how does the farmer do? He still have this cold thing, this warm, and then the same snails, they travel really fast. And how does he handle this? Well, farmers work out of experience. They use their skills. And they're using then the past season to know what they're going to do this season. What happened last year? So down with the seeds that they have today, when are they going to sow the seeds? How are they going to handle it? But still, the past years, they have had the same frustration as I have. You have heard it from Ernst and Maaike. There are some very obvious ones that are the weather condition, storm here, tornado, hailstorm, heavy rain. Those you know about it, you see them in the media. But there are also subtle ones. If you go to a farmer and ask him, how was it? What happened? Then I'll give you some more insight in what he's going to tell you. It has rained a little bit too long, more than usual. But this is subtle, right? It's not a tornado, it's just a little too long. The humidity has been staying on the crop for a little too long. And some pests, they really love it. And they go on the crop, eat it, damage the fruit, damage the leaves. And there goes the harvest, decrease. Sometimes it just disappears. Another subtle element is sometimes it's just a few degrees, So, like a farmer in India or West Africa who is growing tomato, you have seen the tomato just before. At night, if it is above 22 degrees, 23, 25, then, and if this is happening during the flowering time, what is happening? The flower drop. No flower, no tomato. Very subtle, but still a huge consequence on the harvest of the farmer and on his bank account. I gave you some example then on a different continent, but look, I am from Asia, from Africa, but also from South Europe. I was born in Nice. But also there, in the winter then, the cauliflower is in the field. If it's too long cold, what is happening? Well, it preserves its energy and it stays small. It doesn't grow further. Then you obtain really teeny tiny cauliflower, maybe it's cute, but this is not going to feed the 2 billion people. Loss of harvest. So when the farmer turned to us, seed company, they have a request. Sometimes very, very clear one, like we want a drought-tolerant variety, we want cold-tolerant variety, and sometimes much more subtle. Continuing in the example of the tomato flower, then they will ask, we'd like specifically a variety that is going to handle more than 22 degrees at night so that it doesn't drop. It's very precise. How do we do that? How do we answer this request? It's so precise. So we're using the knowledge that has been accumulated in academy. You've heard about it from Ernst. But also very important, we go and we explore the diversity that is already present in the variety that are there. It might be indeed that among all those variety, tomato variety, there could be one that is very tolerant to high temperature at night. And that is already a good starting point. To identify it, very important. Environmental condition. We would test those variety in different location, different environmental condition, and also, like you have heard from Maaike and also from Ernst, different cultivating method. The farmers across the world, they might grow the same thing, but they grow it completely differently. But they still have the same needs. Breeders lead the process. They test in the beginning to identify the diversity. They cross what they needed together, and then during the selection, they continue to test in the right environment. They continue to test until the end, and also to ensure that in those locations, they are delivering the variety that is matching to the customer need and providing the right information to them. How would they grow this new variety? Yes, indeed, it will be tolerant to high temperature, but wait, you need also to plant it at that time. You need to take care of it in this way. All this information is really critical. And that's the reason why breeders also do not do that alone. They need other skills, they need other people. As a molecular breeder, I help them predicting then if the variety that they have selected is still harboring then the genes that was in that key variety that was tolerant to hot temperature. But do you need really to know only about plant science to work in the seed industry? No, not at all. We need everybody. We need mathematicians. We need data analysts. We've heard today is really digitalization time. The amount of data is enormous. We need people who maybe wouldn't know how it looks like a plant, but who would know how to talk in 101010, and then they would know how to handle those data. Mathematician, to do crop modeling, so we could better predict, so we could go faster. Business analyst, so that we know how it would be, how would be the market tomorrow, what would be profitable for us, but also for the farmer. Besides that, specifically, it's not only the climate that is changing. It is also the society. How do we handle that? And for that reason, we need challenging brains. We need people with other ideas, out-of-the-box thinking. You're good in acting. Maybe you would be thinking differently about the seed industry. But we need those brains because we don't know how to do it yet. It's changing. Everything is changing around us, and only together, with our differences, our diversity, we could find a solution, and we could work on it together then to feed the 2 billion people on this planet. Thank you.